Roof here at Will and Sandy's house on Ida Court. I made a bunch of notes up on the roof for you both. That way you get to kind of hear and see everything that I talk about as I found it. I have two reminder errors to start with. So the first one is to talk about the drip edge. Whether it's metal or shingle roof, we're going to replace your drip edge with your new roof. Let's go ahead and talk mainly about metal. It's going to be the same color as your roof. So if you pick bright shiny silver, it's going to be bright shiny silver. And for what it's worth, it's actually considerably wider, more protection in that regard. So it's going to come down probably about to there. And then the other error is just talk about, well, you pretty much already know this, the depression in the wood, the way the water is cascading off the roof is really eating out the wood in that area too. You get 2 full sheets, and those full sheets can be cut up into pieces. You get the equivalent of 2 full sheets included with the price of your metal roof. And if it's anything after that, the whole page 2 of the agreement talks about every type of wood imaginable. Before I get off the roof, this circle here is about the granules, or the amount of loss of granules. The granules, in every sense of the word, are a sunblock for your house. When you lose the granules like this, all the protective chemicals inside the asphalt shingles start to leach out, and the shingles become extraordinarily brittle, just like that, saltine crackers. So that's really the #1 reason to think about getting a roof sooner rather than later, because well, forget hurricane rated storms, anything probably like tropical storm and more, these shingles will probably just lift but immediately break off. Rather than being pliable, they're no longer pliable, they're like super hard. Getting up on the roof, yes, that area, this is marginally too flat for shingles, but never mind, because it's going to be all metal when the time comes. And then I've measured, this is just my code for all the vents that are up on your roof, the bathroom vents, the kitchen vents, so on and so on. Will told me that this has already been cut, which is fantastic. We love throwing stuff away, so we're going to remove and dispose of that at no charge. Yeah, so the only vent that you have in your entire house is this teeny tiny 12-foot vent, so it should be at least over there as well too. But the most important thing is how we're going to do it correctly. So when you get your metal roof, it's going to reflect 4 times more heat and sun than any light shingle. You can even pick black for a metal roof, and it's still 4 times more reflective than even the lightest color shingle. That's one of the main benefits that we didn't talk about for your metal roof versus a shingle roof. Got these little dormers. Oh, that's pretty much it for what you have. But let's talk 20 seconds about how we're going to redo your roof correctly. Forgive my exposed metal roof here, exposed fastener. We're going to mainly talk about standing seam, but it's really not the top layer that's so important as all the other layers underneath that we're going to redo correctly. So a lot of the codes have changed since 2004. Actually, as a result of 2004, the new codes, the 2 big ones, is called re-nail your roof. So we're going to re-nail the plywood to the roof trusses. The code used to be every 6 inches. Now we go every 4 to 5 inches. So we're going to double, triple the number of nails holding your plywood to your roof trusses. And then the really big one is the waterproof barrier. So we're going to cover every inch of this bare plywood roof. We're going to remove all the old shingles, remove the old-timey felt. We're going to inspect that bare plywood roof for anything remotely bad, like this. Most assuredly, this area here. There's other few soft spots you can probably see right there. So why don't you just go ahead and kind of back pocket the idea of a few extra sheets, because I think it's going to be needed. But once we restore all the plywood, we're going to cover every inch of that plywood roof with what's called waterproof barrier. Maybe you've heard of peel and stick. Okay, once that stuff touches wood, you literally cannot get it off. It literally gels when it heats up to the roof. The metal version of the peel and stick has a fabricy soft barrier, and then we put your metal right on top of that. Okay, we already talked about the metal, the 155-mile-an-hour wind, tested at 200 miles an hour. It's going to outlive all of us combined, actually. And so I'll just leave this short and then get down, talk more with Will and Sandy. Thanks.